500 years ago, the Monkey King went against the heavens and stole a powerful artifact called Pandora's box, a move that sealed his fate. He was meant to be punished, but the longevity monk begged for mercy, and instead of execution, the Monkey King was reborn. Not as a hero, but as a clueless, small-time, dumb bandit leader named Joker. Life gave him a second chance, but he had no idea who he really was. That is, until he crossed paths with Bok Jingjing, a mysterious woman who, along with her sister, had her own dark plans. Jingjing was in love with the Monkey King and was on the quest to find her love. Along with her sister, she was after the longevity monk too, hoping to gain immortality by devouring him. But something unexpected happened. Jingjing fell for Joker when she learned that he was the reincarnation of the Monkey King, not knowing he was the very one she was destined to find. With danger closing in, truths unravel. Joker learns the sisters are demons. Then comes the twist. He's told he's the Monkey King. Everything spirals from there. Love, betrayal, sacrifice. Jingjing dies, and Joker, now aware of who he really is, refuses to let her go. Using Pandora's box to jump through time, he tries to fix the past, again and again, until he's thrown 500 years back before everything went wrong. The beginning of it all. That's when he meets Qinghe, the one who steals the very thing he needs, Pandora's box. Now, Joker has one last shot to stop running, face his destiny, and maybe, just maybe, rewrite fate. The movie opens with Jihhe, also known as Qinghe, two souls sharing one body. Jihhe is the sweet, hopeless romantic, while Qinghe is the tough, no-nonsense sister and a fierce fighter. She's seen crossing water and trekking through the desert, eventually arriving at a small village on a donkey. There, she spots an old man struggling to light an oil lamp. She points out that a lamp won't light without a wick. The old man replies, "If this is Buddha's lamp, then where do I get the wick?" She quickly realizes it's all just for show and calls their bluff. Turns out, it's Erlang Shun and the four heavenly kings from the southern gate. Jihhe, along with her sister Qinghe, has broken some major rules, including leaving heaven without permission. Jihhe had declared that whoever draws her sword from its scabbard will be her true love. Mortal, immortal, or demon, she doesn't care. A fight breaks out. Jihhe takes them on, breaking all their spears. One of them tries to control her with a pipa, but when she plays her own instrument, its sound forces everyone to dance. Erlang Shun fires a laser, but she reflects it with her sword, shattering the pipa. As the enchanted music plays, they all start dancing uncontrollably, and she walks away, unbothered. Like the ending of the last movie, Joker is now back in time at the waterfall cave. As he steps outside and opens Pandora's box again, nothing happens. Just then, Qinghe arrives and asks him who he is. When he doesn't answer, she starts heading toward the cave. Joker warns her that it's the Spiderweb Cave, though it was originally called the Waterfall Cave. She renames it on the spot, saying everything on the hill now belongs to her, including Joker. Looking into a mirror, Joker sees that he's the Monkey King. He also notices Qinghe using magic words to open and close the cave door. He tries using them, but the door falls on him. Thinking he's found a safe spot, the door falls on top of him again. When Qinghe opens the door, it drops on him a third time. She brings him in, thrilled that she now has Pandora's box and no longer needs to fear her sister. Joker tries to take it, explaining he needs it to save Jingjing. He promises to return it afterward. Qinghe laughs at the idea and tells him to sit, not on the chair, but on the floor, and treats him like a dog. Later that night, he tries once more to get the box. He realizes something odd. It's not Qinghe anymore, it's Jihhe. They switch bodies, either depending on the time of day or maybe the situation. This shift makes him confused, as the way of this story. When Jihhe sees Joker again, she's confused by the look on his face, like he's disappointed in her. It hits her. He must have met her sister, Qinghe. She explains that she and Qinghe used to fight a lot. Buddha got fed up and turned them into a wick, hoping they'd finally learn to get along. But they never did, and now they're stuck, two souls in one body. Joker doesn't say much, and she realizes she probably sounds completely insane. He agrees. She ties their hands together and drags him out into the desert to prove she's telling the truth. That night, her voice and behavior shift. Rough, foul-mouthed. It's clearly Qinghe now. Joker rolls with it, pretending to be Joker's twin brother, the Broker, trying to fake his way through this mess. By morning, Jiha is back. Joker tells her that Qinghe hates her and plans on telling her that he killed Jiha to earn her trust, though he asks if there is anything he could use as proof. Jiha hands him her sword. Without effort, he unsheathes it. She freezes, shocked. He's the one. She takes him to the market, where Pigsy and Sandy spot them. They recognize Joker as the Monkey King and wonder what he's doing with Jiha. Pulling him aside, she asks if the one she's destined to love is nearby and asks if fate will bring them together. Joker replies that if it's meant to be, fate will make it happen, even if they're both with someone else. Jiha smiles but then tells him it's him. He backs off, saying he already loves someone. She looks into his heart and understands. He's telling the truth. Every time he mentions Jing Jing, his heart races. Meanwhile, on the outside, Uncle Buddha and his buddies spot Joker, wondering if he is okay. When they see tiny Jiha, they yell, "Immortal," and run away. Joker realizes that she is a higher being. As the sun begins to set, Jiha tries to laugh it all off, saying, "It was just a joke," and tells Joker that her sister will give him Pandora's box. Joker, clearly annoyed, sarcastically says maybe he should start worshipping her too. Jiha wanders off, saying she's going to look for her sister. That night, Joker calls out for Qinghe, but there's no reply. Suddenly, a strange light flashes and a loud noise echoes through the air. He rushes to see what's happening and realizes it's the same scene from the start of the last movie. The Monkey King is shown breaking the laws of heaven again, including stealing something sacred, Pandora's box, which belonged to Jiha. His plan? To marry King Bull's sister and as a twisted wedding gift, offer the demons what they want most, the longevity monk. Despite his annoying habit of never shutting up, eating the monk grants immortality. Even with the Monkey King's selfish goals, the monk still believes there's hope for him, that maybe, given a second chance, he'll turn out better. In the chaos, Joker ends up with Pandora's box. But just as the monk's staff comes crashing down on him, Joker gets knocked out. The monk gets sucked into the box and then it vanishes. When Joker finally comes to, confused, he wonders if it was all just a dream and keeps searching for Qinghe. Joker ends up at a small farm, hoping to find somewhere to sleep for the night. At the same time, Pigsy and Sandy are making their way through Black Mountain when a demon suddenly bursts out, flying off into the sky. Back at the farm, Joker runs into the longevity monk, who instantly assumes he's the Monkey King. But with a crack of thunder, the monk's appearance changes. Before they can even talk, the demon reappears and starts hunting. It feeds on people while they sleep, so Joker and the monk quickly lie down, pretending to be passed out. As it floats closer, they nervously turn their faces, making sure not to give it an opening. Once the demon gets annoyed with them, they jump up and bolt. The monk throws a bomb, which explodes right in his hand. Not long after, the old crew, Joker, Pigsy, Sandy, and the monk, are all back together. But just when things start to feel normal again, the Bull King shows up, grinning, not knowing that Joker is not the same Monkey King he knew. Joker still refuses to accept his destiny, but with Jing Jing's life on the line, he has no choice but to play along. He's now at his own wedding, to none other than the Bull King's sister. But then the Bull King, grinning like he just won the lottery, announces he's found himself a new concubine out in the desert. It's Jiha. She's crushed, but tries to hold it together, convincing herself that if she steps aside and marries someone else, she can spare Joker and Jing Jing from more heartbreak. Meanwhile, Joker's torn. Should he finally embrace being the Monkey King and save Jiha from this lunatic? Or should he keep pretending and avoid the pain that comes with destiny? He knows that if he fully becomes the Monkey King, he'll have to let go of every human feeling, including love. Jiha runs, and Joker goes after her. Just when it seems like things are about to fall apart and a sword is next to his throat, he keeps on making up stories, with just enough pain and crocodile tears to make her believe it's all for the best. It works, for now. Then Bull King and Princess Iron Fan show up. She tells Joker to meet her at midnight, fuming at her husband and quietly seething at Jiha. Later that night, Joker sneaks out. And sure enough, the Iron Fan princess is waiting for him. But before anything can happen, his brothers show up and drag him off to see the monk, who, oddly enough, is locked up. The monk insists on talking to Joker alone, convinced that he really is the Monkey King. He sings a cryptic song, telling Joker that he has a greater purpose, to bring the scriptures to the West. That's the only way to defeat the demons. Whether the monk lives or dies doesn't matter. This duty is bigger than him. Joker keeps trying to cut him off, clearly fed up with all the singing, but no matter how annoyed he gets, the melody and message stick with him. It won't leave his head. When he finally gets back to Zixia, he's horrified to find her stabbed, bleeding, barely holding on. Desperate, the brothers try to carry her and escape, but it's already too late. The Bull King's sister is waiting, blocking their path and easily overpowering them. She starts spinning them around with her magic, tossing spells left and right. But just as she casts one on Sandy, he manages to grab her from behind, and in that moment something strange happens. Both of them fall, and with that spell, everyone ends up switching bodies. By morning, everyone slowly regains consciousness. Joker rushes over to embrace Zixia, but to his horror, it's actually Pigsy in her body. Worse yet, it's Qingha's voice coming from Pigsy, confessing her love for Joker and saying she wants to marry him. Joker, of course, can't handle this awkward twist. The very idea makes him gag, and he ends up vomiting repeatedly. Meanwhile, Princess Ironfan and Sandy have swapped bodies too. Now, with Sandy's voice coming from her body and vice versa, Pigsy and Sandy threaten Ironfan to reverse the spell, but she tells them the magic can only be cast once every 49 days. There's no quick fix. In the middle of this madness, Zixia, still in her own body, switches places with Pigsy, allowing the two sisters to finally reunite properly. Zixia brings out Pandora's box so that Joker can return to her loved one, but Qingha, convinced that Joker loves her instead, snatches it away. That hope is quickly crushed when she realizes the love isn't mutual. In frustration, she throws the box aside. Right then, Bull King makes his entrance, catching the box just in time. The chaos escalates. Bull's sister regains her body after a few punches to Sandy, and a full-blown fight erupts between the Bull sibling and wife, still bouncing between bodies. Zixia drops her magical handbells during the fight and steps back. Meanwhile, Joker makes a break for it. Trying to fake his death, he throws his shoe toward the cliff to stage a convincing scene. But the shoe doesn't land close enough to the edge, so he tiptoes forward to fix it. As he's adjusting it, Princess Ironfan shows up, misreading the situation. She begs him not to jump, but his foot slips for real. He falls off the cliff and she watches in shock, thinking that he'd rather die than be with her. At the bottom of the cliff, Joker crash lands into a strange scene. Grandpa Buddha, a thief in this lifetime, has been taken prisoner alongside a group of other criminals. The impact of Joker's fall sends shockwaves through the area, accidentally killing all the enemy soldiers nearby. The criminals believe a divine force has descended to rescue them. But Joker isn't focused on any of that. His mind drifts to Jing Jing. Even in his sleep, he keeps mumbling names. Grandpa Buddha asks him why those names linger in his dreams. Joker brushes it off, trying not to dwell too much on it. Still, Grandpa Buddha presses on, revealing something curious. Joker had only muttered Jing Jing 98 times, but Zixia 784 times. That catches Joker off guard, though he tries to shrug it away again. Then something even more unexpected happens. From deep within the cave, Jing Jing appears, but not the one he remembers. This is Jing Jing from 500 years ago. She looks at Joker with a puzzled expression, sensing a strange familiarity, though she can't figure out why. Joker goes on to tell her everything. The whole chaotic journey from the first movie, all the strange turns, the time travel, the heartbreak, and the love lost. To his surprise, she believes him. Jing Jing asks him what he plans to do now. Joker says he wants to marry her. But before she can answer, she says she needs to be sure. She gently steps inside his heart to see if it truly beats only for her. Back at Bull King's place, Zixia suddenly agrees to marry him. Qingha is shocked and asks her why, but Zixia just says she's sure the Monkey King will come for her. She's convinced it's fate. After all, he was the only one who could pull her sword out of its sheath. Deep down, she's holding on to the hope of him showing up in golden armor, staff in hand, just for her. Meanwhile, down in the cave, Joker is caught up in his own mess. He's getting ready to marry Jing Jing. Buddha congratulates him, but also mentions he's said Jiha's name 785 times now compared to Jing Jing. It's not even close. It's been 6 days since Jiha agreed to marry Bull King. Tomorrow's the wedding. He wonders if she's waiting. Buddha asks him straight up, does he actually love her? Joker reveals that it's just him feeling guilty because of how many lies he told her. But Grandpa Buddha tells him maybe it's more than guilt. Maybe he really does care. You don't always need a reason to love someone. Right then, Joker notices Jiha's little handbell lying nearby. A spider starts crawling toward it. Without thinking, he picks it up. At the Bull King's kingdom, everything is in full swing. The wedding decorations are up, music's playing, guests are dancing, except for those who are standing beside the never-stop yapping monk, and it's all looking like a grand celebration. But behind all the noise, Jiha is quiet. Qinghe, tied up, says, he's not coming. But Jiha won't let go of that hope. She still believes the Monkey King will show up. In the cave, Joker receives a letter from Jing Jing. In the letter, she tells him that she knows his heart isn't hers, and that if there's someone else he truly loves, he needs to go to her, do the right thing. Outside the cave, things take a turn. He's confronted by Jing Jing's sister, who will later become Spider-Woman. She wastes no time. 2 men with Joker are killed instantly. She corners him, demanding to know where Jing Jing is. Joker honestly reveals everything he knows. This makes her feel like Joker knows more about the sisters than she thinks. Joker tells her that he is conflicted in his feelings, and if she wants to kill him, but right before he makes a request to cut open his heart and see what was left behind. There's a pause. She hesitates, just for a second. But then she raises her weapon and slashes. At the wedding, the monk just won't shut up. His constant rambling drove the guards mad to the point where they killed themselves just to escape the noise. As part of the wedding deal, Jiha asks that Qinghe be freed, and she is. But the moment she's out, Qinghe doesn't hold back. Instead of playing it safe, she goes on the attack immediately. It doesn't go well. BK's sister responds by using her body-shifting magic again, and in a twist of fate, ends up stuck in a dog's body. Chaos breaks out as the sisters take on the Bull King, but they're overpowered. In the cave, Joker knows what he has to do. Suddenly, Grandpa Buddha and the others return to life. He hears the voice of Guan Yin, who tells him that if he chooses to become the Monkey King, all his human feelings will be stripped away. He realizes that Jiha left behind her tears, and she's still on his mind. He takes a deep breath and accepts it. He wears the gold circlet, sealing his fate. At the wedding, Pigsy, Sandy, and the sisters were badly injured, and a storm was approaching, provokingly. The sky was filled with colorful clouds, signaling that something powerful was coming. Suddenly, the storm turned into a bright light, and Joker transformed. He was no longer just Joker, but Wukong, the Monkey King. With strength and purpose, he took down many of the Bull King's warriors. Then, turning to the monk, he asked for forgiveness for his past life as the Monkey King. The monk forgave him, knowing that this time, the Monkey King was walking a better path. Jiha's face brightens when she spots him, repeatedly calling him Joker like old times. But the Monkey King understands he needs to hold back his feelings, no matter the sacrifice, for the bigger picture. He tells her that Joker wanted him to say he hopes she finds real happiness. Right after that, the epic battle between Wukong and the Bull King begins. After repeatedly humiliating the Bull King and easily overpowering him, Wukong summons a bunch of clones and absolutely trashes the Bull King's army. Jiha approaches him, pleading that if he's heading west with the scriptures, she wants to come along. Joker, trying hard to keep his feelings in check, says some harsh things to push her away. The fight rages on, with Monkey King relentlessly charging forward. Tired of this and Joker not looking towards her, she tries to end herself but gets stopped and faces the hurtful words from him again. Then, Bull King pulls out his iron fan and whips up a massive whirlwind that threatens to blow the entire city into the sun, resulting in everyone's death. Monkey King warns Jiha to stay back, calling her a liability. He insists he doesn't love her. As Joker flies away, Jiha's handbell, the very one she lost in battle but he had kept with him, slips from his grasp and falls. That's when she realizes he's lying again. He does care. She tries to help him save the place, but he pushes her away, wanting to handle things on his own. Their argument is cut short when Bull King suddenly appears and stabs Jiha. Furious, Joker strikes Bull King with such force that he crashes through the ground. With her final words to Joker, "I predicted the beginning, but I could have never predicted the ending. Joker breaks down, crushed that their love story was never meant to be. His pain causes the circlet on his head to tighten and shrink. Burning with rage, he relentlessly beats Bull King. Near the Red Sun, the brothers use Pandora's box to escape the chaos. Meanwhile, Qinghe chooses to stay behind, knowing her sister is gone. Joker escapes just as the place gets destroyed. Monkey King suddenly finds himself back at the water cave. When he steps out, he's surprised to see tourists milling about. The cave has become a famous historic site. They believe that the Monkey King is just an actor doing a really good job. Stepping outside, he realizes the world has changed. The cave is now called Buddha Cave, and the once quiet place is a busy, bustling city. History has clearly been rewritten, and he's left confused about how everything came to be this way. Wandering through the market, he spots a man and a woman on top of a wall. Both look exactly like Qinghe and Joker. She's in love with him, but he doesn't want to be with her. With a sudden gust of wind, Wukong slips into Joker's body and kisses Qinghe. As he leaves Joker's body, he suddenly finds himself holding Qinghe in his arms. They both turn to see Wukong walking through the crowd, disappearing into the city without looking back. Knowing what he has to do next, Wukong moves on with his brothers by his side. And with that, the movie comes to an end.